Today I will reveal to you a little secret about nut that not everyone knows. This nut is not only delicious, but also a savior for people who often pee at night. But what is the secret and how to eat it properly? Watch the whole video to find out. Imagine a peaceful morning in a small village in Japan. An 82-year-old man wakes up in the sunlight, leisurely walks. He has just had a good night's sleep without interruption, and now he is making a simple cup of green tea before stepping in to his small garden. For him, sleep is like a deep stream, flowing continuously from dusk to dawn. But for many elderly people in America, the night is not so peaceful. Waking up 2, 3, even 4 times to go to the bathroom makes the body tired, restless, and really sleepy. In fact, research shows that more than 65% of people over 60 experience frequent urination at night, also known as nocturia. Not only is it annoying, but it can also affect your mood, heart health, and quality of life. Before we get started, I want to ask, where are you watching this video, and what time is it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The challenge of nighttime urination in older adults. For many older adults, nighttime urination, also called nocturia, becomes an unwelcome companion after the age of 60. At first, waking once to use the bathroom may feel harmless, but when it happens 2, 3, or even 4 times each night, it begins to wear down both body and spirit. What should be a time of healing rest turns into a broken journey, leaving mornings heavy and energy low. The causes are often tied to the natural process of aging. As we grow older, the body produces less of a hormone called vasopressin, which helps the kidneys hold water at night. With less of this hormone, the bladder fills more quickly. Men may also face pressure from an enlarged prostate, while women may experience weaker bladder tissues after menopause due to lower estrogen. Add to this the natural weakening of bladder muscles with age, and it is easy to see why nocturia is so common. But the effects go beyond inconvenience. Interrupted sleep affects mood, memory, and heart health. It can also raise the risk of falls in the dark, which is especially dangerous for older adults. What may seem like just a bathroom trip is, in truth, a health concern that deserves attention. In Japan, elders often describe sleep as a sacred stream that carries them into the morning. They believe the day truly begins the night before. One woman in her 70s who once woke 3 times each night discovered that by adjusting her evening habits and diet, her sleep grew steadier. Her story reminds us that nocturia, while common, does not have to control our nights. With care, awareness, and simple choices, better rest is possible. In the next part, we will see how something as small as a nut can influence this nightly struggle, and how choosing wisely may help restore the peace of uninterrupted sleep. Why nuts affect nighttime urination? It may seem surprising that something as small as a nut can influence how often you wake during the night, but nuts are little powerhouses of nutrition, carrying minerals, healthy fats, and natural compounds that directly affect sleep, hormones, and bladder health. One of the key players is magnesium. This mineral helps relax muscles throughout the body, including the bladder. When the bladder muscles are tense, they send signals of urgency, even when they are not full. A steady supply of magnesium can quiet this restlessness, allowing longer stretches of uninterrupted rest. In Japan, elders often enjoy a handful of magnesium-rich nuts with tea in the afternoon, treating them as both snack and gentle medicine. Zinc is another important nutrient, found especially in pumpkin seeds. For men, zinc supports the prostate, which when enlarged can press against the bladder and cause frequent urination. For both men and women, zinc helps regulate hormones that guide urinary function. A small daily portion may ease nighttime urgency over time. Certain nuts also contain tryptophan, an amino acid the body uses to produce serotonin and melatonin, the chemicals that help you fall asleep and stay asleep. Walnuts are especially rich in this gift of nature, supporting a deeper, calmer rest. The healthy fats in nuts play a role as well. These fats fight inflammation, and when bladder tissues are less inflamed, they are less likely to trigger nighttime urgency. In Japan, this balance of anti-inflammatory foods, nuts paired with vegetables, fish or seaweed, is a quiet but powerful practice for healthy aging. This reflects the philosophy of shokuiku, or food education. In Japan, food is not just about filling the stomach, but guiding health. Even something as simple as a nut becomes part of the body's healing rhythm. So while they may look small, the right nuts can reduce irritation, support hormones, and invite deeper sleep. But not all nuts are created equal. Some help the body rest. Others may quietly make nocturia worse. In the next section, we will discover which 5 nuts may truly be your allies for calmer nights. When we think of healing foods, and we often picture vegetables, fruits, or herbal teas, but nuts, those small, unassuming snacks, can hold real power for older adults seeking better sleep. Not every nut is created equal, of course. Some contain minerals and natural compounds that relax the bladder, calm the nervous system, and support hormones. Here are 5 that stand out, both in science and in daily life. Almonds, a gentle source of magnesium. Almonds are more than just a crunchy snack. They are one of the best natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that quietly supports the body in dozens of ways. For someone struggling with nighttime urination, magnesium's most important role is muscle relaxation. The bladder is a muscle, and when it is tense or irritable, it signals the brain more often during the night. By relaxing these muscles, magnesium can help reduce unnecessary urges. In Japan, almonds are not traditionally grown, but they have become a part of modern diets, especially among health-conscious elders. A small handful in the evening, paired with warm tea, is often seen as both a treat and a health practice. Imagine an older man in his late 70s enjoying 10 or 12 almonds with a quiet smile. Over time, he notices that he can rest longer without waking, simply because his bladder is less restless. The change is subtle, but for him, it feels like freedom. Pumpkin seeds, the protector of the prostate. Pumpkin seeds have been used for centuries as a natural remedy for urinary health. They are especially beneficial for men, since they contain zinc and other compounds that support prostate function. An enlarged prostate is one of the leading causes of nocturia in older men, pressing against the bladder and creating the urgent need to urinate. By nourishing the prostate, pumpkin seeds can reduce this pressure and ease nighttime trips. In Japan, pumpkin seeds, known as kabocha no tain, are a familiar snack. They are lightly roasted, unsalted, and sometimes added to rice dishes or even sprinkled over soups. There is a traditional belief that seeds carry life, and many elders see pumpkin seeds as small treasures of strength. A Japanese grandmother may hand a few seeds to her grandson after school, knowing they are good for him, just as she herself enjoys them before dinner. This quiet tradition ties generations together, while also protecting health. Walnuts, a natural source of melatonin. Sleep is guided by hormones, and melatonin is one of the most important. Our bodies naturally produce it in the evening, signaling to the brain that it is time to rest. But as we age, melatonin production often decreases. That is one reason why older adults may have trouble falling or staying asleep. Walnuts are unique because they contain natural melatonin, along with tryptophan, which the body uses to create even more melatonin. For someone who wakes often at night, eating a few walnuts in the evening may help the body slip into deeper, more restorative sleep. In Japan, walnuts are often added to rice balls or mixed with miso-based dishes, blending nourishment with flavor. A gentle story comes to mind. An elderly Japanese woman, widowed but still strong, prepares a small evening meal for herself. She sprinkles chopped walnuts into her bowl of rice, remembering her late husband who loved the same taste. Later that night, she sleeps through without waking, her dreams filled with peace. Chestnuts, warming and comforting for the night. Chestnuts, or kurai in Japanese, have a special place in Japan's food culture. They are associated with autumn and are often used in traditional dishes like kuri gohan, rice cooked with chestnuts. Unlike many other nuts, chestnuts are lower in fat, but rich in complex carbohydrates, vitamin C, and antioxidants. What makes them unique for nighttime urination is their warming quality. Many elders in Japan believe that keeping the body warm reduces nighttime bladder irritation. Imagine a cold winter evening. An older couple sits on the tatami floor, peeling roasted chestnuts, their laughter soft and easy. The chestnuts not only bring comfort, but also support steady energy and warmth through the night. In traditional thought, warmth soothes the kidneys and bladder, helping to prevent frequent trips to the bathroom. For someone who often wakes due to the chill of the night, chestnuts can be a gentle, natural remedy. Sunflower seeds, a source of vitamin E and balance. The final nut to consider is the sunflower seed. While small, it is rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects tissues and reduces inflammation. Inflammation is often overlooked when it comes to nocturia, but it can irritate the bladder lining, making it more sensitive and active at night. By reducing this inflammation, sunflower seeds help the bladder remain calm. In Japan, sunflower seeds are not a traditional food, but the sunflower itself, himawari, is a beloved symbol of summer, hope, and resilience. Older adults who enjoy sunflower seeds often describe them as sunshine for the body. A few unsalted seeds in the afternoon or early evening can bring both joy and health. They are light, satisfying, and when eaten regularly, may help the bladder become less reactive. These 5 nuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, chestnuts, and sunflower seeds, offer more than flavor. They offer specific nutrients that work with the body's natural rhythms, calming the bladder, balancing hormones, and inviting deeper sleep. In Japan, food is rarely seen as just fuel. It is considered part of life's medicine. Each meal is a chance to care for the body and spirit, a philosophy that can inspire all of us, no matter where we live. For an older adult in America who is tired of waking again and again through the night, these nuts may be a simple but powerful ally. They do not promise miracles, but they offer steady support, like a friend walking beside you through the long hours of the night, guiding you gently toward rest. Now that we have seen the nuts that can help, we must also look at the other side. Some nuts, while popular, can actually make nocturia worse. In the next part, we will uncover the 5 nuts you may want to avoid if you hope to sleep more peacefully. Just as some nuts calm the bladder and support sleep, others can quietly stir irritation and make nocturia worse. They may seem harmless, even healthy, but for older adults waking often at night, these 5 nuts are worth limiting or avoiding. Peanuts. Hidden irritants in a familiar snack. Peanuts are a classic American comfort food, whether as peanut butter, roasted snacks, or ballpark treats. But for many people, peanuts can trigger inflammation. This irritation doesn't just affect the stomach, it can also make the bladder lining more sensitive, leading to more urges at night. In Japan, peanuts are less common in traditional diets, and elders often prefer lighter seeds or chestnuts. For someone struggling with nocturia, swapping a handful of salted peanuts for pumpkin seeds can bring relief in just a few weeks. Cashews. Creamy but hard on the kidneys. Cashews are rich and creamy, making them a favorite in trail mixes and snacks. Yet they are also high in oxalates, natural compounds that may increase the risk of kidney stones. For older adults, especially those with weaker kidneys, cashews can quietly add pressure to the urinary system. In Japanese culture, foods that weigh heavily on the body are eaten sparingly. By cutting back on cashews, many elders feel lighter, with fewer nighttime disruptions. Macadamia nuts. Luxury with a hidden cost. Macadamias are prized for their buttery taste, but their richness can be a burden. They are extremely high in fat, and though some of it is healthy, the sheer heaviness can stress digestion and kidney function. Eating macadamias late in the evening may increase urine production and disturb sleep. In Japan, elders often practice hara-hachi-bu, eating until 80% full, choosing lighter foods over heavy ones. Avoiding macadamias at night follows this same wisdom, leaving the bladder calmer and the body more at ease. Pistachios. Too much salt, too little rest. Pistachios are colorful, fun to crack open, and easy to enjoy by the bowl. The problem is that most pistachios sold in the US are heavily salted. Salt makes the body hold on to water, forcing the kidneys to work harder later in the night. Even unsalted pistachios, when eaten in large amounts, may irritate the bladder. In Japan, snacks are typically seasoned lightly with far less salt. An elder who switches from salted pistachios to unsalted walnuts or almonds often notices calmer nights and steadier mornings. Brazil nuts. The danger of too much selenium. Brazil nuts are one of the richest sources of selenium, a mineral the body needs in small amounts. But just a few Brazil nuts can exceed the recommended daily intake. Too much selenium can upset hormone balance, cause fatigue, and irritate the urinary system. In Japanese tradition, even healthy foods are eaten in moderation. One Brazil nut now and then may be safe, but making it a daily habit can quietly disrupt the body's balance and worsen nocturia. When we look at these 5 nuts together, peanuts, cashews, macadamias, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, a clear pattern emerges. Each of them carries some risk: irritation, heaviness, excess fat, salt, or imbalance. For an older adult already struggling with sleep, these nuts can quietly tip the scale toward restless nights. But avoiding them does not mean giving up pleasure. It simply means choosing more wisely. A handful of pumpkin seeds instead of peanuts or walnuts instead of pistachios can make all the difference. In Japan, this kind of mindful eating, choosing foods that harmonize with the body rather than disturb it, is part of daily life. Meals are seen as medicine, and snacks are chosen with care. For older adults in America, adopting this perspective can bring new hope. Instead of feeling powerless against nocturia, you can take back control, one small choice at a time. And often, those small choices lead to the biggest improvements, longer stretches of sleep, calmer nights, and mornings filled with fresh energy. How to use nuts in daily meals the Japanese way. Choosing the right nuts is only the first step. The way you enjoy them, the timing, the preparation, the balance with other foods can make all the difference. In Japan, food is not simply eaten. It is experienced as part of a daily rhythm. Meals are gentle, balanced, and often designed to nourish both body and spirit. By taking inspiration from these traditions, older adults in America can find simple ways to bring healing nuts into their everyday life. One of the most beautiful aspects of Japanese food culture is its simplicity. Nuts are rarely eaten in large amounts or covered in heavy seasoning. Instead, they are lightly roasted, served plain, or added as accents to meals. For example, pumpkin seeds may be sprinkled over a warm bowl of miso soup, adding both texture and gentle nutrition. Walnuts can be chopped and stirred into a rice dish, providing richness without overwhelming the flavor. These small touches make nuts part of the meal rather than just an isolated snack. Timing also matters. In Japan, it is common to eat heavier foods earlier in the day and keep evenings lighter. For someone trying to reduce nighttime urination, this approach is especially wise. Having a handful of almonds or walnuts in the afternoon provides nutrients that relax the body, while leaving the stomach calm by bedtime. In the evening, lighter options like a few chestnuts can provide warmth without creating extra work for the bladder. Another helpful practice is combining nuts with warm foods. In Japanese homes, chestnuts are often simmered with rice or enjoyed with green tea, creating a sense of comfort and calm. Warm foods are believed to support the kidneys and bladder, helping them function more smoothly. An American elder could try a simple version: a warm oatmeal topped with chopped walnuts in the morning, or brown rice with pumpkin seeds for dinner. These are small adjustments, but they bring a sense of grounding and care to each day. Portion size is also key. In the United States, nuts are often eaten by the handful straight from the bag, leading to overeating. In Japan, elders practice moderation, perhaps 10 almonds or a few slices of chestnut. This not only prevents weight gain, but also keeps the body in balance. Remember, nuts are powerful. Even small amounts can provide strong effects. Most of all, the Japanese way of eating emphasizes mindfulness. Meals are enjoyed slowly, often in the company of family or friends, and with gratitude. This mindset itself reduces stress, allowing the body to rest more deeply at night. By treating nuts not as a casual snack, but as part of a larger picture of health, older adults can weave them into their lives with intention and grace. As we've seen, choosing the right nuts and using them wisely can be deeply supportive, but food is only one part of the picture. We will look at the lifestyle habits that, when combined with healthy eating, can further reduce nighttime urination and bring you closer to nights of true rest. Lifestyle habits that support peaceful nights plays a powerful role in calming the bladder, but daily habits can be just as important. In Japan, elders often say that good health is not built in one moment. It is created through small, steady choices. When it comes to nighttime urination, certain habits can support the body, making the nights quieter and the mornings brighter. One of the simplest practices is managing evening fluids. Drinking enough water during the day keeps the body healthy, but taking in too much liquid after 7 p.m. can overwhelm the bladder. Japanese elders often sip tea or water earlier in the day, then taper off in the evening. This gentle rhythm gives the body time to process fluids before sleep, leaving the bladder calmer at night. Breathing exercises are another quiet tool, a style sometimes called ikigai breathing. Slow, deep breaths that expand the belly helps relax both mind and body. Practicing this before bed signals the nervous system to slow down, which can reduce bladder urgency. Imagine sitting on a cushion, eyes closed, taking 10 deep breaths. The body softens, the mind releases its tension, and sleep becomes easier to enter. Warmth is also considered essential in Japanese tradition. Cold feet or a chilled body can trigger the urge to urinate more often at night. To counter this, elders often soak their feet in warm water before bed or wear soft socks through the night. It is a small act of care, but it provides comfort and helps the bladder remain steady. Finally, gentle movement supports the whole system. A short evening walk, common among older couples in Japanese neighborhoods, aids digestion and circulation. The body feels lighter, and sleep comes more smoothly. For someone in America, even a 10-minute stroll after dinner can make a meaningful difference. These practices may seem small, but when woven into daily life, they create a powerful foundation. Along with the right foods, they form a circle of support, nourishing the body, calming the bladder, and guiding you toward nights of peaceful rest. We began with a simple image: an elder in Japan rising after a night of uninterrupted rest, calm, and ready for the day. That peaceful morning is not only for them, it can be for you too. By understanding how the body changes with age, choosing the right foods, and practicing gentle habits, you can reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom and rediscover the gift of deep sleep. We explored 5 nuts that support your health: almonds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, chestnuts, and sunflower seeds, and 5 that may work against you. We saw how the Japanese way of eating and living with moderation, warmth, and mindfulness offers timeless wisdom for restful nights. And we learned that small daily choices, like evening breathing or warm foot baths, can make a big difference. Your nights do not have to be restless. With patience and gentle adjustments, your mornings can once again begin with energy and calm. Like the elders of Japan, you can greet each day with a smile, knowing that rest has renewed your strength. The information shared here is for educational purposes only and should not replace medical advice. If you are concerned about your health, please consult your doctor or healthcare provider. If you ever feel you may need urgent help, please call your local emergency number right away.